crying from laughter. When they come to handles, never had one. With a bad one, made a meal today and they my last one. Oh, I had to get back up. I had to get back up. I can't take no. You better call back up. Don't really need that.
Coach, some might say it's cold. Others, like myself and my partner, we say this is football weather as we welcome you to chilly M&T Bank Stadium near the Inner Harbor in Baltimore. The two teams emerging from their respective tunnels a minute ago to the approval of this Baltimore crowd. They're all set as their Ravens will match up with Ben Roethlisberger and the Pittsburgh Steelers. Here we go. The final week of the NFL season. Week 17 is underway. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone.
Ready? Block 80! Watch the run, check 44.
This is a guy who made a Pro Bowl in his second season, James Conner. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Now Roethlisberger to throw. This one complete to Mohamed Sanu. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
Mohamed Sanu is a guy that is often overlooked because he just quietly goes about his business. But how about last season? Had a career-high 838 yards on 66 catches, and he can also play wildcat quarterback for you as well.
Conner on first down, not going to get a whole lot. Maybe a couple. 2nd down coming up. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. On 2nd down now. It's Conner. And across midfield he goes into Raven territory. It's a gain of 6. Moves him to a manageable 3rd and 2 situation.
Middle. 44.
3rd and 2. Now Roethlisberger. And that will be incomplete.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation. And there, the defense won the battle. And this one hits at the 3 and then bounds into the end zone for a touchback. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. And they'll run here with Tavon Austin. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. It's a pickup of 11 and a Baltimore first down. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Jackson. Catch is made by Marquise Brown. It's a pickup of 11 and a Baltimore first down. Nice throw there by Jackson. You think about what a boost he gave Baltimore the middle of last year. Led them to victories in 6 of their last 7 games as a starter, replacing Joe Flacco, who had the hip issue. And that strong finish was good enough for the Ravens to capture their first AFC North crown since 2012. And now Jackson's a known commodity. He's the unquestioned starter, and with increased expectations and pressure on the former Heisman Trophy winner. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10.
Mike 55, Mike 55. Eat. Watch QB drop.
They go play action now. Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Steelers. The big man, get the oxygen tank ready. And he's in for 6 and a Steeler touchdown. And Charles, look at the big fella. What a rumble that was. Not only to scoop it, but then take it the rest of the way for the touchdown.
And now you know they're going to have to hear about it from now on. The defensive backs, he's going to want to run with them, do their drills, the whole deal. He thinks he's the pace setter now.
It doesn't matter what happens in practice this week, he's smiling. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. So, Charles, the season winding down, the playoffs obviously not in their futures. They look ahead to the offseason. What spots do they maybe need to fill?
Well, I think that they like the guy.
And that's caught inside the 35. And he takes it all the way down to the 32. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Off the play fake, here's Jackson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Different story this time around. We had that huge gain, followed by a sizable loss here. So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range.
Check 26, check 26.
Now it's Jackson. That's complete to White. And they're going to have themselves another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 15-yard line.
And at Baltimore, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 15-yard line.
Under 10, under 10, 10. Hey, check.
From the red zone now, here's Jackson on 1st down. He's going to get this to Austin, complete. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. 6 yards on the pickup, and it'll bring up a 2nd down. On the carry here, it's Austin. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and now they've got it 1st and goal. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
And he will score. Touchdown, Baltimore. Taking it in from 2 yards out as his guys are on the board here in this 1st quarter. Justin Tucker for the extra point. It's good, and we're all tied at 7 apiece. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Even though they might not find the number 1 seed next to their name come playoff time, there's not going to be very many teams, if any, entering the playoffs on the kind of run they're on. They're hot. And this is caught at the 20. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Mohamed Sanu with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Steelers have taken the lead. Boswell good with the extra point. And that makes the score 14-7.
14. Ravens 7. Chris Boswell to kick off for Pittsburgh.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments and no big plays.
This is caught inside the 15. It's a big play there for Baltimore. 61 yards. Excellent execution, and now they're set up nicely.
Are they ever? Red zone? I wonder what the next play call is going to be, because after a big play like that, a lot of teams like to use the momentum.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Minka Fitzpatrick.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they throw an interception.
Oh, he's trying for Smith-Schuster, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Anthony Brown. And he'll bring it back to about the 5-yard line. Well, they were obviously backed up. Had a little bit of space from the goal line, snapping it from the 3, but still trying to throw it. And
yeah, exactly. This is where hindsight is 20/20 comes into play, right? Seems like a good idea to throw the ball there. Maybe you'll...
Got a man, it's caught for a Ravens touchdown. Hollywood Marquise Brown with touchdown number 7 on the year, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They start from scratch here, so to speak. 14-all following the interception last time that led to a score. Well, they've got it 1st and 10. Now this pass to Vance McDonald complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 23 yards on the play. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Roethlisberger. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the... Is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted. It's the former Seahawk, Earl Thomas.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
And he'll get about 6 up to the 27-yard line.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
On 2nd down, it's Austin. He'll have a first down past the 40. And he'll take this down to the 40-yard line. That one good for 33 and a first. So the big play moves him all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. Here's Jackson to throw. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Steven Nelson. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Big Ben and the Steelers with a 1st and 10 at their own 16. They begin on the ground here with Connor. And he'll lose yardage here back to the 15. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
On 2nd and 11 now, Roethlisberger. And the defense loses him. It's complete. And he works free. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Vance McDonald, 85 yards, as his guys are able to regain the lead. When they drew that up, I don't think they envisioned it ending in a house call. But he got it and took it all the way home.
Really impressive run after the catch, wasn't it? That was really special by him. But let's face it, in today's NFL, those tight ends are often former wide receivers or maybe even sometimes bigger running backs. They just put them in a position to get a great matchup and make plays like that.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. That'll be taken in the end zone. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And 2 picks thrown here in this first half alone. We'll see how that affects him.
Can't wait to see where his confidence is, because the great ones, they'll throw 4 or 5 picks, and while it'll hurt their team, it won't hurt their confidence. They'll think something was just wrong with the ball or the wind or something was funny. It's never about them. That's how they stay so into the moment and into the game.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Jackson. He's got his man. It's Andrews. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down. They go play action with Jackson. And he's going to go down. Back near midfield at the 49. T.J. Watt, it's his 20th sack of the season as he continues what could be a record-setting campaign. Sacks a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. To throw is Jackson. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. He was looking for his tight end, Mark Andrews, there. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
SOS. Mike, 55. Right there in the middle. 55.
Jackson from the shotgun. And he's going to be swallowed up. Sacked back at the 45-yard line. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. And it's taken in at the 9. 42-yard punt, 6 on the return. And the Steelers are going to take over 1st and 10 deep in their own territory.
Here we go.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
From the 17, Roethlisberger flush to his right. And Big Ben intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Akeem Talib. And he will score. Touchdown, Baltimore. Tucker now for the extra point. He's got it, and we're all tied at 21. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. There was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would...
And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done.
Hey, let go.
Here's Roethlisberger. That'll be taken in there by James Washington. And all the way down to the 39. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. Now Roethlisberger on 1st down. He'll find Juju Smith-Schuster. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. The Steelers able to pick up 18 yards there. Think about some of the memorable performances that Ben Roethlisberger's had over the years, and one of them came against the Ravens. He threw 6 touchdowns back in 2014 in a win against Baltimore, and actually got his man. It's caught for a Steelers touchdown. 3 first-half touchdown passes now for Ben Roethlisberger as they have taken the lead.
And that touchdown gives them a touchdown lead before they attempt the extra point. What a great way to end the half.
Yeah, great job to put themselves in front. And now, see on the sideline, special teams defense scrambling, saying we want to preserve this for the final moments of this second quarter. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he'd taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Inside of a minute left in the half, does the fact that you're down on the scoreboard influence what you do, or I guess don't? Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts, as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon. Throwing is Jackson. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Bud Dupree make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. Jackson, and he's going to go down again. So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17, as we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A 1-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. The final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in.
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked up by Minka Fitzpatrick. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. After the interception, here's Roethlisberger. And this one brought in by Sanu. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. From the shotgun, it's Roethlisberger. And caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. Big Ben with his 4th touchdown pass of the afternoon. And the Steelers, they broaden their lead. Always important to get the first score of the second half. Now you start to pull away a little bit and get some breathing room going.
And now we find out about the fortitude of the group that's behind, because they were counting on getting into the game a little bit more, right? Maybe they get the first score. That doesn't happen. It looks almost insurmountable, but it's not. Let's see how hard they play the rest of the game.
Extra point put through by Boswell, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And a a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
Let's go. Let's go. Let's go.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here.
Watch the pass. Watch the pass. Here we go. Here we go. Mike 5-5. Mike 55. Mike 5-5.
Throwing on 2nd down. Jackson. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. From the gun, Jackson being chased out left. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. Jackson always a threat to run. He's got the 1st down. He was the NFL's leading rusher among QBs a year ago. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Right there in the middle. 55. Keep it up, defense. Keep it up, guys. Mike.
Here's Jackson. He's got a 1st down and then some at midfield. Got a man. It's Brown. And now the rookie's free. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Marquise Brown with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season, as his guys are back within a single score. Tucker now to add the point after. And that'll cut the lead down now to a touchdown. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And we have seen a lot on the scoreboard here in this quarter. So sometimes you talk to me about tendency breakers on offense. These defenses struggling. Are there tendency breakers on defense?
All defensive coordinators keep something in their hip pocket for these types of situations. What can we do to slow down the onslaught? But the biggest thing is making sure these guys encourage each other, pick themselves up, because right now it's been a really tough ball game trying to stop these offenses.
Oh, it really has, especially as of late. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Roethlisberger flushed out right. On the run, he'll let this go deep. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Jordan Lewis. And he's just across midfield and down at the 49-yard line.
Okay, it's real simple to say from here, but we know that sometimes as a quarterback, you've got to know when to say when and just throw it away. Flushed out to the right, tries to make something out of nothing here, and he winds up floating one downfield that gets intercepted.
Eluding the pressure right. This will be caught by Brown. The end result, 21 yards. Nice big gain there from Marquise Brown, 1st-round pick out of Oklahoma. Of course, his cousin knows a thing or two about big catches in the NFL. That's Antonio Brown. And now Hollywood hoping to carry on the family tradition of solid production at the wide receiver position. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. That one good for 13 and a Raven 1st down. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. Clearly wasn't outside of the tackle box. There's your penalty.
And accompanying that penalty a loss of down.
They lose the yardage, and, of course, they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long. And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. Hollywood, Marquise Brown there to make the grab as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Tucker with the extra point, and that will tie our game here in the 3rd. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
I'm going to run you over. I'm going to run you over. 77. Go. Coming for you, son. I'm coming for you, son.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Akeem Talib. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line. So that right there was his 2nd pick, but keep in mind, this is a guy who once had a rare 3-interception game in his career.
So what are you saying, that getting 2 in a game, that's like kid stuff for him? That's nothing. He's already
Amateur
done that,
hour.
right? Been there, done that. You know he wants a 3rd again.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Austin. Not much there. Maybe a couple as he's taken down at the 40.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
From the 40 now on 2nd down. Jackson, and he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
3rd and 2. Here's Jackson. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. T.J. Watt in there for the sack, and that is now 21 for him on the year. Wow, what a season.
Justin Tucker on for the field goal.
That's running out of steam, and it won't get there. He left it just short. No good, and we will remain tied here in this 3rd quarter. Well, I was watching him in warm-ups, and he hit a 62-yarder that hit the crossbar and went over. This one a little bit inside of that, but not enough leg.
And the difference is what?
Well, your live conditions,
Live
right?
conditions, game conditions are a whole lot different than practice, where you just pop it up there, no rush, no pressure. I think maybe that takes a couple yards away from you when you have to do it when it's real.
He'll stay on the ground with Connor again. And nowhere for him to go again. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's in. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
So the false start certainly doesn't help matters as they'll try again now. 3rd and long.
Mike, 55. Hey, Mike 7.
From the gun, it's Roethlisberger. He'll find Smith-Schuster. That's complete. And they do get this across midfield to the 49, but a small consolation prize as he's well short of the 1st. Here's Jordan Berry now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. And that one hits at the 7, but bounds into the end zone, and that'll be a touchback. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. On 1st down, Austin fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Let's go, defense. Hey, man up, D. Man up, D. Mike 5-5, Mike 55.
On 2nd and 9, Jackson, his throw incomplete. He shook his head right when he released that throw. He knew it was going to be a little off target.
Yeah, the excitement got him on that one. Wasn't able to control the fact the receiver was open, and it would have been an easy throw.
Back, hopper. Watch safety creeping. Safety's creeping. Shoot. 6. Mike 55. Watch the pass. 55.
On 3rd down, Jackson. That'll be taken in there by Miles Boykin. It's a pickup of 11 and a Baltimore first down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid game. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
He's got a first down and then some at midfield. And finally brought down right at the midfield stripe. 12 yards to pick up there. Good for a Raven first. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. From midfield now, here's Jackson. Man open left side is Brown. Past the 20. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Marquise Brown, 50 yards. And they're able to break the tie and move out in front here in this 4th quarter. And let's count them up now. 1, 2, 3, 4 touchdown receptions for him in this game.
And just one shy of the NFL record. What a great performance. Going up and catching the football, creating space, and finding the end zone. That's what it's all about.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone.
Let's go, boys. Bring it up.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Throwing now, Roethlisberger on first down. And he's got his man, the tight end, McDonald. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Now Roethlisberger to throw. Screen pass to Connor. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And it'll be 3rd and 10. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
And the blitz does come. Open man, Smith-Schuster. It's complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. The Steelers picking up 15 yards there and a first down. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. On 1st and 10 is Connor. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
Play fake to Connor. Now Roethlisberger. And a big loss here as he's taken down.
Well, no Texas start to have a good drive, quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
No, now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
So the sack, and now a 3rd and long situation for the Steelers and Ben Roethlisberger. Out of the gun, it's Roethlisberger. Going top shelf for Smith-Schuster. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Finally, a good play there defensively on the deep ball. The secondary has had its struggles this entire game. Offensively, they've had their way with them.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Roethlisberger will stay out there, and they're going to go for it on 4th.
Check now, check now. Hey, exit. 3-2. Check, 55 to mine.
The Steelers will go. It's Roethlisberger. And it's brought in by Washington. And he's got this to the 30 before being taken down. That pickup goes for 25. What a flip of the script from 4th down to 1st. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. Connor on 1st down, able to take this one forward for about 6. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Here's Roethlisberger, rolling to his right. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Ben leaves to Connor on the draw. And he picks up the 1st down yardage as he takes this one down to the 15. The drive stays alive, a 3rd down gain of 8. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Here's Sanu on the catch. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. The passing game in rhythm right now for Pittsburgh. There's another 1st down. A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7. But first things first, they need to score as they come up on 1st and goal. They run with Connor. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. Nothing doing there as the 13th play of the drive proves to be unlucky. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. The Steelers signal for the 2nd of their timeouts as they stop it with 22 ticks to go in the 4th. You got to think this is likely 4-down territory anyway, but they'll try to punch it in now on 3rd and goal. Roethlisberger to throw. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. The way he's thrown the football today, almost a surprise when he doesn't complete a pass like happened there, but he needs a few more to get his guys downfield.
Well, the way he's thrown it leads him to believe that he's going to get those completions. And that means the guys going out for passes, they'll run even harder because they expect it as well.
Back to throw. And this ball is caught. It's a touchdown. And now in the final seconds, they're a PAT away from likely getting this thing to overtime.
Yes, sir, that touchdown puts them in striking distance. And let me tell you something, forget being conservative here. Go for it, go for 2.
Well, going for it on the road. Want to win it right now.
Want to win it right now, have the momentum, go ahead and get it done.
A very important extra point there, up and good. And we may very well be headed to overtime. So here comes the kickoff now, all even here in this 4th quarter. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And with time a factor here late, he'll just take a knee and they'll put it out to the 25. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They have a little bit of time here to get into field goal range. Not much. In a tie game, you don't want to do anything crazy, right?
I agree with you on that one. Risk-reward, okay? If you go for it, what is the absolute reward on this? But the risk is probably greater. run the clock out, get to overtime, and try and win it there.
All right, we'll see if they do just that.
First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
All you get is a headache. All you get is a headache. Check 55 to Mike. Check 50. What's more?
Ain't no such thing as a loss. We taking wins home.
Mike 55. Mike 55. Mike 55. Here we go, D's.
Hey, check right, check right. Watch 55.
Who that?
Now Jackson. And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining.
Jackson's pass intended for
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
second and 10.
55's Mike, 55. Drop deep, drop deep.
Mike, 55.
Here's Jackson. That's complete to White. And now they're going to get the timeout. So a huge play has them in field goal range with a chance to possibly send this one to OT. And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left. So it's up now to one of the most accurate kickers in NFL history, Justin Tucker. 2 seconds on the clock. This for the win. And he got it. Justin Tucker boots it through and plays the role of hero. And joy will reign in the Inner Harbor as the Ravens have won it. Well, a little drama there at the end, but really this thing was already decided. The late points get scored, and then it ends on the kickoff.